feels beautiful this morning.
And how much you want to bet they didn't dig everybody up? This is ridiculous. How's it going, guys? I am getting ready to fly out to Goldfield, Nevada. It's one of those places out in the middle of Nevada that most people haven't heard of. It's actually one of the most haunted places in the country. If you search Ghost Adventures, I think that's the show. That's the show where like the brick would flying across and they tried to debunk it and all this stuff. Suppose it was a ghost. Anyways, my friend Sydney Martinez, I'll put a link in the description to her stuff. She is a true Nevadan. She used to work for Travel Nevada, and now she's doing her own thing. She's making custom jewelry out of stones found here in Nevada in the shape of Nevada. Something like this. And they're pretty cool. I had one, and I lost it on a trip back from Kernville. It was on my hat blew off. And yeah, that kind of sucked, but maybe I'll get another one. She's going to be doing a presentation on the history of Nevada while making one of these stones, one of these pendants, and is going to be raffling it off. So I'm going to be heading out early tomorrow morning at about 7 a.m. But I'm just trying to pack, kind of do a preliminary pre-flight, make sure the plane's fueled, so then that way I can be ready to go early in the morning. I've got all my stuff over here that I've got to pack. This is going to be the first camping out of the plane. Pretty excited. We're gonna find a spot out there in Goldfield and camp. It's a little dirt runway, very narrow runway. I think it's only 37 feet, but there's plenty of dirt roads, BLM, I mean, plenty of places to land.
Feels beautiful this morning. Morning, guys. Here we are. Holding short of 12 right, number 2. We're going to be doing a northwest departure. We're going to be heading northwest to Goldfield, Nevada. Never been there in the plane, but I've driven through it a million times. It's about an hour and a half flight, and the winds seem to be pretty calm and pretty nice. Here we go, heels on the floor. It's heavy. There we go. And she's flying. Alright, so what I brought with me for camping, I loaded it quite a bit up, is I've got my tent. It's a 2-person tent. And I've got my sleeping bag. The tent is a Kelty TN2. I love that tent, and they don't make it anymore. I don't know. I've looked at other tents that are like $400, $500, and they might be an ounce smaller or lighter, but it's just not worth it. The upgrade. It's compact. It holds its stakes, the poles, even my like pillow and everything inside the little bag that it came with. And I have my sleep bag, which, for the life of me, I can't remember what kind it is, but it's a 2-season, like summer, spring. I found that out on my video. You can see right here, going up to June Lake with Lloyd. Although I was in a hammock, which wasn't insulating, but I'm pretty sure my body kept jerking me awake to say like, hey, you're gonna die if you don't wake up. It's cold. And so now I have an insert that I have for it. It's supposed to make it down to, I think, like a 30-degree bag. Yeah, I have this little, what do you call it? They're electronic heat, like little cell phone battery bricks, but they heat up. And throw those down in the foot of your sleep bag, and man, it'll keep you warm. So flying out here in Vegas is interesting. It's a crowded airfield. You've got your McCarran airfield that is really busy, obviously, but they've got a lot of separation, but it's a giant Bravo, so you've got to either get the clearance to go through or stay underneath the shell. But basically all of the strip, and I don't know, I forget what it is, the center's 10 miles or is it 20 miles, I can't remember. You can't really fly that way. You can get clearance to get through it, but do flight following or whatever have you. But the North Las Vegas airport's got all the schools, all the private jets coming there, so it's a little crazy. And especially in the mornings. I mean, there wasn't that many today, but it can get crazy in the summer because that's the only good time to fly.
Come on. We'll see.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hey.
This is where Alan thinks the original cemetery was located, right there.
I want to take a peek. So this is where the original cemetery was. This will be part of my presentation, but they basically had to unearth all of the bodies and move them out on the edge of town because the railroad depot was here and they didn't want people coming to town on the train and like detraining in a cemetery. So
That's
was
weird.
In the dead of night, and how much you want to bet they didn't dig everybody up?
Guess we're gonna learn a lot about Goldfield today. I was saying I always drive through here. It's like a drive-through town, right? I've stopped at the Ghost Hotel, but that's the most I've ever done.
John is restoring the high school and he has secured like millions of dollars of grant money to save this school. And it's like one of the last of its kind in the entire country. Like the architectural style is really special. And
This is the old schoolhouse where the presentation is going to take place. We're going to go load in and check it out. It's probably scary. There's probably ghosts. Spooky. Good morning, students. Did you write that or is that over there?
yeah, I did. Practicing my cursive.
Good morning, students. All right, let's go ghost hunting. So this is the old schoolhouse of Goldfield, Nevada. They've restored quite a bit of it, but you can tell it's still creepy. I think this piano will start playing. Ooh. Oh, we're just on the other side of the classroom. I don't know, here we go. It's safe. I don't know if it's safe. I don't care how much they do in restoration in places like this, it always feels creepy. Did you guys see that?
Check this out. These are all the original classmates. 1934, 1935. The whole class. Oh, so cool.
Well, that's the schoolhouse here in Goldfield. It is something else. Pretty creepy. I don't know if I would stay here overnight.
John and Alan have really spent a lot of time getting this building resurrected. Lots of money, lots and lots of time, lots of grants, and 100% of the proceeds today go to historic preservation. So thank you so much for your donation today. It's really, really meaningful for a lot of people here. Well, I'm Sydney Martinez. I'll get this started. Thank you guys so much for coming.
We're out at the cemetery here in Goldfield, Nevada. Gonna do some dosing, I forget what it was called, but where you can actually find water with 2 sticks. I've always thought this was just a joke, like a cartoon thing, but apparently it's real. So it'll be kind of interesting to see it. And you can also find grave sites. It's all about electrons or protons or, oh, there we go. Gotta go.
Now beyond it, straighten out. But if you hit this grave, between the graves they straighten out. The next one. Anybody want to try it? There, here in the mines. He could live with Lucy, so he went to gold dust the moon.
That's so crazy, and we're right over a gravesite. Whew. Morning workout, pushing this thing onto the runway and it's dirt. All right, it's Sunday. It's 6:19, a little behind schedule, but ready to take off. Gonna warm the plane up and get at it.
There we go, on the roll. Happy feet, sticks heavy. And we're off. Alright guys, good morning. Took me a bit to get started. It was a rough night, I will tell you that. I had to set up camp at night, and well, wasn't easy. I didn't set my tent up right or something. I don't know what was the deal with that. And it just kept me up, and then all I heard was donkeys all night, you know, whatever the noise they make. Goldfield was a lot of fun. I learned quite a bit about Goldfield and Nevada, the railroad industry, and aviation, surprisingly. Tonopah apparently was one of the large aviation training facilities for military. But I guess it was also one of the biggest, or the highest rate of fatalities as well. The guy giving the presentation, Alan, he's got stories, man. He goes around and finds all these sites of these downed aircraft from back in like the 1900s, and he goes and finds their family. He said he's found dog tags from like decades ago, and he'd reunite the families with the dog tags, and they get some closure, which is really cool. All right, so
What's going on? I'm stranded in Beatty again. I came over these hills. Near Silver Peak. Let's see if I can block the wind a little. Wind's a little crazy. As you can tell, it's very windy, and that's why I'm here. But I came over these hills near Silver Peak, and I got this gnarly 30-mile-an-hour tailwind. I'm pretty sure it was like mountain wave or something, because the plane just started to like flip-flop and whatever, man. It was scary. So I pushed on, and it was just getting nasty, and as you can tell, it's just windy as heck here. So I landed at Beatty again. Have Sasha coming to pick me up because I got to work tomorrow, so I got to get prepped. I have to leave the plane here. I was in the air by about 6 a.m. I thought I would beat all this wind, and it's supposed to be good winds, but North Las Vegas is the METAR saying like 18 gusting 22 or something, and I just said screw it. Maybe tonight when the winds die down, I'll come back and get the plane, because I don't like leaving out here, especially it's just a very open area with how windy it gets here. But that's where we're at right now.
So that's not ideal.
Mm-hmm.
If you had your own WeTransfer login, then that's perfect. You can just send it to us in the link, or we can see it on Google Drive too.
Perfect.
But we
Okay.
want to be able to get it quickly and
This is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see it, but there was just a turtle, a little tortoise, walking across the entire ramp here. So he's hiding under me for shade. I poured some water on him, and he's just hanging out. This is the coolest thing ever. Check him out. Look at this guy. This is crazy. I think I made a friend. He's just hanging out. He like came right at me and is hiding under my leg. Poor guy. Oh, this is cool. This makes it so worth it right now. So awesome. So I've got about an hour and a half left of hanging out with my buddy here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with him, to be honest. I kind of want to take him home, but I mean, he seems to like me. I came up to him and he was freaking out, and he would go back in his shell, and then I stood in front of him, poured some water in front of him, poured it on him, maybe cool him down, and then he came towards me, and I was like squatting, and he just would sit right next to my foot underneath me, I'm guessing for the shade. So I picked him up and I brought him over here, and he seemed pretty stressed. Sorry, dude, but I wanted to put him in the shade of the hangar, or not the hangar, but the wing here. And I put him there, and I put him at the edge, and I sat by the plane, and he came right at me. I'm like, what are you doing? And he came and just put his head right underneath my leg, and he's just been chilling here. So I don't know, maybe he's just a little tired and he's wanting to take a break, but I'm sure he needed some shade, and I don't know, like hawks or anything can get him. But fun times in Beatty. Always an adventure. Just like that, Donatel's on his way. I guess he's had enough of me. Yeah. Named him Donatello after the Ninja Turtles. You know, seems like a fitting name. Godspeed, Donatello. Godspeed. Not sure where he's going. I gave him water. He didn't seem to want it. I'm just gonna hang out, you know, just in case like a hawk or something is thinking something, you know, they see me and don't just scoop him up. But really cool encounter. She came and picked me up. I'm appreciative.
Hello.
Oh man, I was running out of water too.
Here, this water here.
Found out the code. You're locked in. You can check in, but you can't check out. But we got everything. we're heading back to Vegas. And I don't know, maybe I'll be back later to pick it up. What do you think? Hey.
I don't know.
Ooh, back in the Vegas heat. Plane's back in the hangar after sitting 2 days at the Beatty Airport. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and come fly with me. Come ride with me.